We know when it's apple season, there's so many different things you can do with those apples, but right now is peak grapefruit season. So we brought in Rachael Perron from Kowalski's with some ideas to use those grapefruits. Rachel, good to have you here this morning.
It's great to be back.
You know, grapefruit is something we were just talking about it. As a kid, I hated grapefruit.
Yep.
Like my mom would eat it with cottage cheese, and I thought it was like the grossest thing ever.
You had to sprinkle a bunch of sugar on
so much stuff to make it taste better.
Right.
But grapefruit in season is really a revelation.
It's like so many things. If you eat it in season, it does taste so much better.
Yeah.
And this is the time to try grapefruits, or really any citrus fruit. Oranges are great right now, but I love grapefruits, and it is cold and flu season too, so why not get a little extra vitamin C?
That's right, yes.
Go in here.
Yes.
It can't hurt, right? And this tastes better than a vitamin any day.
So when you're picking out your grapefruit, they're very large.
Yeah, you want to pick, if you have two that are the same size, you want to pick the one that feels heavier.
Okay.
Heavier means juicier.
More juice.
And juicier means sweeter, and sweeter with grapefruit is very important, obviously.
For sure.
Right.
All right.
One of my favorite ways to eat it is in a salad, and this one is great because this can be a main dish for vegetarians if you are so inclined. And it starts with a little bit of red quinoa. This is a cup and a half of red quinoa that I just cooked in regular water. So you get about double the volume.
Right? Just
you
like
could cook it in a rice cooker, or boil it on your stovetop.
Yeah.
So simple. And you want to just dress it with a little bit. I've got a little bit of lime juice, and then also a little bit of olive oil, just to keep it nice and moist and give it just a little bit of flavor.
Cool.
And then of course a little bit of salt and pepper in there. And then this salad you can serve cold or warm. I like to serve it cold with the grapefruit in it, but I'm going to put a little bit of pumpkin seeds in here to give it some nice crunch and texture. And then for some chew, we're going to add in some dried cranberries for some extra sweetness. And then for herbal flavor, I'm going to do two kinds of herbs. I like both basil and mint. You can go with one or the other in here. Good color, great fresh flavor,
right? Yeah.
and then a little bit of sharpness is great in any salad. So this is just some green onions or some scallions just chopped up. But the grapefruit's really the important part here. We're going to add that bitter flavor and a little bit of extra texture. I'm going to quick show you how to supreme one because we want to put big grapefruit segments in it.
Supreme, it's called.
It's called supreme. Makes it sound fancy.
It does sound
But we're just going to cut the tops off of the grapefruit, the top and the bottom, until you get all the way down to the pink part. You don't want to see any white here. And then once you get down to that pink part, what you want to do is take a sharp knife and working around the curve of the grapefruit, just kind of slice again down to the pink part of the grapefruit until you get these little sections pulled off. When you're done, you want to take the grapefruit in hand and then just slice right down next to each of those little white membranes. And as you do, you're going to release these beautiful grapefruit segments just like this, and you can toss them right into your salad there. Or if you serve the salad warm, like alongside some chicken or some fish perhaps, you could just serve the grapefruit on the side. It's going to be a nice flavor combination to accent everything else you've got going on there. Finished salad,
and then
beautiful,
there it is.
Great
it's
texture.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Tons of flavor.
Wanna try a little?
Really fresh. Yeah. And as I said, great as a side dish with chicken or fish. Just fresh tasting.
So good.
If you want to, you can even add a little bit of that lime zest or some of the grapefruit zest in there too.
That's excellent. You do get like a hint of bitterness, but so sweet and juicy, and it tastes like spring.
I love it.
Even though it's going to snow out there.
Yes,
we're not ready. Rachel, great tips. We have the recipe online as well. Thank you so much. Kylie and Allie?
Thank you. I can smell the grapefruit over here. It smells so good.
I love that kind of little bit of a freshening, waking you up.
Let's talk about grapefruit.
Grapefruit season, which means the grapefruits taste really good this time of year.
Rachel Perron, the culinary director for Kowalski's, is here. Rachel, I think some people don't even realize that. I mean, obviously there is a season to grapefruit, but we don't grow them around here.
We don't. We're not as familiar.
But this is it.
This is the time of year. Right now, oranges, grapefruits, just really any citrus fruit is at its peak, so it's time of year to enjoy it, and that includes the juices that come from them. So we're going to make a salad dressing for a winter salad favorite of mine today that has grapefruit juice in its base.
And this won't be very tart, you said.
I said, yeah, it's fresh squeezed grapefruit juice that is made with in-season grapefruit, so it actually is quite sweet for grapefruit juice. But we're going to make a dressing with a little bit of avocado oil, and I'm using avocado oil in this because I'm putting avocado in the salad as well. And I'm making a vinaigrette, so the key here is to go with about 2 parts vinegar to 2 parts oil, but since we're using juice for the vinegar, we're going to put in mostly grapefruit juice, and then just a little bit of a splash of actual rice wine vinegar. Yeah, you can squeeze a little bit of honey in there.
Okay.
Every dressing.
I love rice wine vinegar for salad.
It's so neutral,
Yeah.
but yet it's a nice little acidity. But
is that enough honey?
I think that'll be good.
Okay.
A little bit of sweetness in any vinaigrette I think is kind of nice. And then of course you want to add some salt and pepper, and if you want to, you can go ahead and
Sure, I'll whisk it.
that together. But do season it a little bit with some salt and pepper. And then I like to make the dressing in the bottom of my salad bowl so that when I get ready to, I can just toss the greens right on top of it.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
we'll just kind of toss these right in.
This is arugula.
And then we'll grab a tong and we'll just kind of, yeah, this is nice peppery, spicy arugula, which is a nice complement to the sweetness of the grapefruit and some of the other things that we're going to put on it.
I usually do my dressing after, not
put it on
before.
top. And I think this is a great little trick that is one of my favorites. Is I always put the dressing in the bottom of the bowl and then toss. And it's a great little trick because if you have crunchy elements in a salad and you want to do this ahead of time, you can put the dressing in the bottom of the bowl, then add your crunchy stuff, and then add your like leafy stuff at the top, and then toss it right before you eat it. But this one's done.
And then you only have one bowl to
And you only have
wash. I
one
like
bowl.
That is always a good
Exactly.
policy.
That's the key here.
Can you use a different, you can use spring greens if you want, if you don't like arugula.
You could spinach, you could use romaine, really kind of anything. But we're going to add some textural elements here with some roasted and salted cashews, just for a little bit of nuttiness and crunch. As I said, I'm going to put avocado in this salad because I love the creaminess and the nuttiness.
I've never used avocado oil for a salad, but now I will have to try.
And you can just find that at Kowalski's or any
Right in the aisle with all the other oils, you'll find the avocado oil. And then I love something sharp and a little bit spicy, so a little bit of red onion is going to add some pretty color and also some pretty texture, like some nice crunch. And just some great spiciness.
And then goat cheese.
Goat cheese. If you
Can't go
don't
wrong
like
there.
goat, you could use feta, or you could use another kind of soft, mild cheese. You could even use some little bit of mozzarella if you like. It's just something mild and with a little bit of nice creaminess to it. And then finally, we're going to add some beautiful grapefruit segments that we pulled off of that supreme grapefruit earlier. And this is going to give that final bit of bitter, sweet, just great texture. And it's really going to bring out the flavor that we put into the dressing earlier.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, we have the recipe for the dressing for this and also the quinoa salad that we made last hour. All of that at WCCO.com/links.
The quinoa salad was excellent, and I cannot wait to try this. Rachel, thank you so much.
Thank you.